I'm Will Weissert. I'm a AP reporter. I am in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, with President Biden. Um, we are President Trump has said that he was wounded by a bullet in his ear. That is information that we have not confirmed yet. That's based on a social media post the former president posted. President Biden is in Rehoboth and was supposed to stay here through the weekend. He is now planning to head back to the White House. We're going to be leaving here shortly and heading back to the White House, where he will continue to attempt to call President Trump. He gave a statement from Rehoboth Beach earlier where he talked about having to try and get a hold of Trump, but not being able to get a hold of him. President Biden in that statement also condemned violence, said there was no place for it in America, and that he said that he was praying for the former president's recovery and that he planned to continue to try to get him on the phone throughout the night. Sure. I think the press here, the people traveling with the president are obviously surprised and shocked by what happened. This was a sort of a normal Saturday at the beach. It was rainy, so we didn't see the president. He was at home all day. He was on the phone talking to different congressional leaders, Democratic groups, trying to solidify support for his candidacy amid the controversy of whether he should lead the race. He also had a meeting with Chuck Schumer, the Senate Majority Leader. He left to go to church, to go to mass on Saturday evening, as he often does, and that's when this incident occurred. We saw him just as he came out of mass, and he communicated to us that he had not been briefed at that point. Since then, he's undergone a series of briefings and also given the statements. When President Biden walked up to give his remarks, I think he was surprised and sort of shocked, like all of us, about what happened. He was very sort of somber, but he also said, "I'm glad that that Donald Trump is doing okay. I'd like to speak to him. I was unable to do that because he was with his doctors. I'm going to continue to try and call him." So he was trying to present an air of being presidential, but also sort of being very shocked and surprised by what happened. And this is obviously his chief political rival, somebody he would like to defeat in November, but it's certainly not somebody that he'd like to see violence committed against.